That was Love Foundation by DJ Sabrina, the Teenage DJ. Good afternoon, listeners of Coffee Noise. My name is DJ Marlin, and if you can't believe it, it's Tuesday once again. How are we doing out there, listeners? Today it is February 6th, 2024. Wait, yes, 2024. I keep forgetting that's already another year. Another day, another banger. You know what they say? Anyways, let's get a look into the weather for right now. Right now in the city of Edinburgh, we're looking at 74 degrees right now. Our high today is going to be 75 with a low of 46. For the next few days, looks like we're going to be hitting from the high 70s to the low 80s. So a perfect day to put on something light and comfortable, for the mornings, I'd say maybe toss on like a flannel or something like that, or a very light sweater. Something light that you can like take off and then carry for the rest of the day without it being so much of a, what's the word? A burden? Hmm. Well, I don't. Hmm. Yeah, let's just call it like that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we'll just call it that. Anyways, let's talk about the music we're gonna play for today. Like I said, that was Love Foundation by DJ Sabrina, the Teenage DJ, coming off her 2020 album Charm. That is a 31 track, 3 hour long album. If you're into like synth pop, like dancey kind of rhythms, definitely check out that album. It's good. It's like really good. No, but I really do love that album. It's very hypnotic. It really gets you in that mood. Anyway, let's talk about big news for right now. This coming Sunday, we got the Super Bowl playing in Las Vegas. We got the Chiefs along playing side the 49ers. So I'm definitely going to be looking forward to that. Look, honestly, personally, I don't have any problem with the Chiefs. And I really do like Kelsey. I like his podcast. I just do not like Patrick Mahomes. I really do not like him. He he's kind of annoying personally. I don't know. I just do not like his attitude. I really don't. Is that just me complaining about random nonsense? Well, yeah. Yeah, it probably is. But I just want to toss that out there for all the listeners out there. Anyways, this past Sunday was the Grammys. I believe it was the 66th Grammy. We're gonna definitely be talking about that. I'll talk about some nominations, some wins, and what I personally thought should have won. Just right off the bat, album of the year, Midnight's by Taylor Swift. Nothing against that album. I think it's good, but that album came out in 2022. So I don't know why it made last year's. I mean, honestly, I was expecting it to be given to Lana for her album Did You Know There's a Tunnel Under Ocean Boulevard. That would have been my pick. I mean, the other albums were pretty good. Let's see, the other albums they had was the Olivia Rodrigo album Guts, the SZA album SOS, The Record by Boy Genius, World Music Radio by John Baptiste, The Age of Pleasure by Janelle Monáe, and then Endless Summer Vacation by Miley Cyrus. Honestly, yeah, I don't think no one was expecting Miley to win Album of the Year. Because let's be honest, most people only know that album because that one Tic Tac song that was like annoying. Something Flowers. Is it that? I don't know. I don't listen to Miley Cyrus that often, so I really can't tell. I really can't, say anything against her. So there's that. But anyways, we're gonna talk about some other things. The song of the year, rap album of the year, rap song. We got pop duos, and a lot of other categories and nominations and wins that I personally thought, would I say robbed? Uh, no, more just like, it's not really the right choice. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, probably not. Anyway, let's get into the next track right now. We're going to be throwing it back to the early 90s. This is Mercury Rev with the track Car Wash Hair. Alright, let's get into it. And that was Car Wash Hair by Mercury Rev. Like I said, that came off from the early 90s. I believe that was from their EP named Car Wash Hair. 1991, actually. Alright, we really threw it back. Alright, let's talk about some other things here. The top rap album of the year. There was going for 5 albums. The nominations were Michael by Killer Mike, Her Loss, the collab album by Drake and 21 Savage, Heroes and Villains by Metro Boomin, Utopia by Travis Scott, and then King's Disease, the third by Nas. Honestly, it won to Killer Mike with the album Michael. I'm not against Killer Mike, and I really do like his music. Say it was the rap album of the year? I don't know, because that Billy Woods and Kenny Segal album really was like one of my favorite. I think that is my second favorite rap album of the year, and I would give it to that instead. But then again, it's just like for, show off, so really can't get that angry about it. But, yeah. Alright, anyway, let's see. Pop solo performance. We had 5 nominations. We had Anti Hero by Taylor Swift. What Was I Made For by Billie Eilish. Paint the Town Red by Doja Cat. Vampire by Olivia Rodrigo. And then the last nomination that won was Flowers by Miley Cyrus. I cannot listen to the song because I genuinely do not like it. It's one of those really annoying, what's the word? Annoying TikTok tracks. It's kind of like, I don't know. I don't know. I just can't. Yeah, I just can't get with it. Am I a hater for that? Well, I don't know really. Personally, I never really paid much attention to the Grammys. While I am a music critic, I believe they just kind of the Grammys only takes about popularity, and I don't really like that. Just because it's popular doesn't mean it's good. I mean, I can name a lot of tracks that came out last year that were very popular, but I think a majority of people would be like, that song, it's kind of bad. It's like, do they really care about the track and of itself, the music and the art, or do they really just care because, oh, so is on it and they're famous? I don't know. I don't really like that. Anyway, speaking of TikTok, we had the issue with Universal Music Group taking off all their music off TikTok. Personally, I do see this as a love-hate relationship. While I am glad this will actually show smaller independent artists on their music on TikTok, the other half of me kind of be like, well, it kind of destroys a lot of music discovery on the app because say what you want about TikTok, it really did introduce people to a lot of different musics. And while I may have my own feelings towards and against that, due to like overblowing or too much hype leads to like a quick death. It really did introduce people to a lot of new music, and for Universal Music Group, which is a music conglomerate, it's just basically like to say, "Oh, yeah, we're gonna take all our tracks off the app." It's this is why like I can see how a lot of people got pissed off, and a bit. I also got a bit pissed off because yeah, that's just music discovery. I don't think people like a track being taken off streaming services. I personally don't, and I listen to a lot of like jazz records, and yeah, it's not fun at all. Anyway, let's get to the next track. The next track we're going to be playing into Should I Slay or Should I Go by Bo Strummer. Some hard techno. And then we're going to wrap this up, finish up this first half hour with some Turkish pop. Alright, let's get into some hard techno. This is Bo Strummer. Alright, listeners, and we are back. This Sunday, we also had the announcement by Taylor Swift when she won Album of the Year of her upcoming 11th studio album, being titled The Tortured Poets Department. It is going to be a 16-track album with physical copies coming in with a bonus track, so making a total of 17 tracks. Am I looking forward to it? Yeah, I'm pretty much looking forward to her music. I wouldn't say I'm like a major fan, but I have been getting her music more lately, and it's pretty good. Um, Still not sold on Midnight's being named Album of the Year because, to be honest, it was kind of mid. I mean, it wasn't like horrible, but like over there, like I didn't really care for it much. Also, the album came out in 2022. I don't know what's being for the album of the year of 2023. I know it was October, which is late, but like October was in the year before, not 2023. But you know what? I'm not gonna like complain or whine because I'm not into that. Well, I mean I am. I'm a music critic for the most part, but I'm not gonna like stand here and like, oh, I know everything because I really do not. Anyway, let's get back into the Grammy nominations. The pop vocal album was won by Taylor with her album Midnights. The other nominations were Guts by Olivia Rodrigo, Minus by Ed Sheeran, Endless Summer Vacation by Miley Cyrus, and Chemistry by Kelly Clarkson. I was surprised even that was even nominated, but no, to each their own. The alternative music album, the winner was Boy Genius with their album The Record. The other albums were Lana with Did You Know There's a Tunnel Under Ocean Boulevard, Arctic Monkeys with The Care, I Inside the Old Year Dying by PJ Harvey, and Cracker Island by Gorillaz. I wanted PJ Harvey to win. I love that album. I'm not against Boy Genius. I think they're a pretty good band. But PJ Harvey though, I really wanted that to win. Anyways, the Rock of the Years, the album got won by Paramore with their album This Is Why. Honestly, not bad. This Is Why actually made into one of my top albums of the years. I think it was like number 22 of my favorite records of the year. 30 was actually number 30, so last time, so got 30 albums, my top 30 album of the years, and that album made to number 30, so not bad. The other albums were 72 Seasons by Metallica. That album sucked. I did not like or care for it. In Time to Roman by Queens of the Stone Age, Suncatcher by Greta Van Fleet, and also But Here We Are by Foo Fighters. Yeah, yeah, this is why I definitely deserve that. And yeah, let's see what's another thing. Producers, we had Jack Antoff with obviously he worked on Midnight. Did you know there's a tunnel in the Ocean Boulevard and whatnot? We had Dan Negro with his album, uh, producing the album Guts by Olivia Rodrigo. Metro Boomin, obviously well known for producing beats. Hit Boy for producing the album Kings of Z's 3. And the other, someone else, I can't remember off the top of my head. I should probably search this up actually before talking about it. But yeah, um, but yeah, the Grammys. I'm not against the Grammys. I think these are definitely artists that should be awarded for making great music. But sometimes I feel like, well, you're already famous, so is there really a point? I don't know. I would have to really think about that. Could probably write like a full on page, a full on paper on that topic. Anyway, let's get back right into the music. This is the microphones with the track Tonight There Will Be Clouds from the album Don't Wake Me Up. Pretty noisy, but that's how we like it here on Coffee Noise. Let's get into it. That was Song for Someone by Kenny Wheeler. That's coming from a live album from 1971, the Kenny Wheeler Big Band and Friend. It was released in 2023 by the record label British Progressive Jazz. I'm really getting into progressive jazz now. That new wave of sound of jazz you got, especially during the post World War II, so up nearing to the end of the 20th century. So from, let's put a number on it, 1940s up to 1999. I'm really getting to that style of jazz, just in general. I've always had like a sweet spot for jazz in my heart, but yeah, nothing's ever gonna beat jazz. My thing is, there's an easy way to tell if someone's a good person. Do they like at least some kind of jazz? If they say yes, they're a good person. If they say no, well, you just have to negate the previous statement I just said. They're not a good person then. But yeah. Mainly for me, my kind of jazz. I think everyone starts off with the jazz legends. Dizzy Gillespie, Miles Davis, John Coltrane, and oh, what is his name? Pharoah Sanders. Oh my God, I love his music, especially that album that came out 2 years ago. Wait, it was like 2 or 3 years ago. If I'm correct, I want to say 3 years ago. The Pharoah Sanders with Floating Points and the London Symphonic Orchestra. The 9-track album called Promises. Amazing. Beautiful album. I would definitely have to play that for my students one of these days. But yeah, but then you can get into different forms of jazz, especially free jazz, which is something I personally love. I mean, Albert Ayler. Oh my goodness, one of my favorite jazz artists. A classic, noisy, loud, abrasive, beautiful, 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 beautiful music. That just went into a talk about jazz in general. Anyways, anything that happened in my life I want to talk about. Well, I've now done PWAL. I'm now technically a PWAL instructor for the philosophy department. Basically telling mostly my class is a bunch of first and second year students. So basically, like, alright, what exactly is philosophy, and why should we study it? Me personally, I love philosophy, but then again, I am studying it. That is my second major, and something I want to look into going to grad school for. I would personally love to go to UT Austin, but only time will tell. Only time will tell. I mean, I still want to go to grad school, but what college I will go to? Well, I'd be open to campuses in Texas, as well as anywhere else in the United States, as long as we're able to cover a decent chunk of the cost of classes, because grad school is expensive, whether you're going for a master's or a doctoral. I'm personally wanting to look into a doctoral study. But yeah, but basically, I wanted the students to get into okay, what exactly is philosophy? It sounds like an easy question, but when you ask people, it's kind of difficult. They don't really know how to answer it. They think, well, I don't know. It's like, well, does anyone really know exactly what it is? I personally don't. I'm a student. Some professors I know don't really full on a concrete answer. So yeah, it's just one of those things you really gotta think about for a long time. One, two, three. The number three. This is 3 by Aphex Twin. This will be the last track of today's show. Let's get into it. Alright, listeners, and we are back. It is 2:58 with around a minute and a half left. So I'm going to wrap this show for today. Excuse me. Let's go over the tracks that we played for today. We played Love Foundation by DJ Sabrina, the Teenage DJ. Car Wash Hair by Mercury Rev. Should I Slay or Should I Glow by Bo Strummer. Get Me Call by Mavi. Is Klar? It's Turkish. I'm pretty sure I just butchered that name. Tonight There'll Be Clouds by The Microphones. Songs for Someone live version by Kenny Wheeler. And number 3 by Aphex Twins. As always, these playlists will be available on both Spotify and Apple Music. You can follow me down on Instagram at Watford2003. That's WATFORD. And the number's 2003. Final thoughts for today. Eat some yogurt. It's pretty good, especially toss in some granola. It's really good. I'm your host, DJ Marlin, signing off for this week, but I'll be right back next week, so I'll see you then, listeners, and treat others with respect and kindness. That's a good message. Alright, listeners, I'll see you later. Goodbye.